Hello class, let's take a look at example 4. Now, example 4 is slightly different. It's not asking for a confidence interval, it's asking for a value of n in order to create a confidence interval. And what they're trying to say is that, well, they want to create a 99% confidence interval, which means that the error is going to be about 0.01. And you're given the values of sigma, the standard deviation of the population, is given. Now, in this case, this is the formula that we're going to be using. If they want a minimum sample size, this is the formula, and don't forget the squared. So we're just going to simply say that n is going to be greater than the following values. So we're looking at the values of n has to be greater, and the formula actually uses the critical value times sigma over the values of e squared. So it's going to be the critical value z of alpha times sigma over the values of e, and then all of this is squared. Now the critical value, which is technically c of alpha, they are making a 99% confidence interval, and we have sigma. So this value, it's actually given on the table. So in this case, the confidence interval, it's sigma is given. So the 99 is 2.575. So we're looking at 2.575. And then the actual error that they're willing to accept in this calculation, it's equal to, well, within 2 feet. So technically 2 feet. So in this case, n is going to be greater than the following calculation. So you're going to be evaluating 2.575 times, well, the values of sigma. Sigma is equal to 7. And then over the values of 2, and then squared. Please take a second to calculate that. Okay, and let me know if you're matching. So I'm getting 81.2252, which, since you technically have a statement that it's greater, you're going to round to the next integer up. So you're going to say that n is greater than technically 82. Now, this particular answer is going to be expressed as follows. So we're going to need at least 82 or more. It's technically a greater than or equal at that point. Samples to create a 99% confidence intervals. So we would need 82 or more cars to create a CI of 99%. And in essence, what this is saying is, well, if we actually were to get 82 cars or more, we would be able to maintain the error within about a 1%. That means that as we're estimating the population, you're just going to have about a 1% error as long as you collect data from 82 or more cars. Okay, let's go to example 5. Now, in example 5, what they want us to do is a CI of 95. So let me rewrite it as CI of 95. And then you're given that n is equal to 20. The mean is equal to 904, and the standard deviation is equal to 560. Now, the values of sigma are not given. So this is going to be a t interval. Now, for a t interval, since they're not asking for the critical value or the standard error, you can just run the shortcut. I do want to see the formula though. So the CI it's going to have mu bounded by the following two values, the mean plus the error, and then the mean minus the error, where the standard error is equal to the t of alpha times s over the square root of n. And then from here, you can just run it. In the calculator and provide an actual disclaimer. So what we technically have is a t interval, and you're going to be running the following values into the calculator. So let me give you the code. So you're just going to go to stats, followed by test, then all the way to number 8. In this case, well, we technically don't have the data. We already have the statistics. And given in the problem, the mean is 904. The standard deviation of the sample is 560. The sample size happens to be 20. And we're constructing a 95. Please take a second and run it and see if we're matching. Once again, the mean of the sample is 904, standard deviation of the sample is 560, and you have a total of 20 values. Now, you would simply say that in your disclaimer that the 95% CI for mu is given to be the following two values, or the following interval in this case. Now we ended up with 641.81. Whoops, it's 641. And the upper bound is 1166.1. And we're actually talking about hospital cost. As long as you have the units of money, that would be sufficient. Don't forget that all confidence intervals have to have the values of C, since technically they're just estimates on what the population would be, given in this case a sample of 20. So we only have a sample of 20.